of the arguments is that some of these racetracks should only have one date. Do you think that tracks like Richmond and others, let's just give it a blanket statement. Do you think all racetracks on the schedule should only get one date?
Definitely not all racetracks. Um, I have liked most recent history of going into a lot more different tracks and stuff. Pocono lost a date. I think New Hampshire's lost a date. Um, Dover's lost a date. I believe a lot of these tracks going down to one race doesn't hurt, but I think places like Daytona, Talladega, Darlington, I think they all deserve a couple dates. Martinsville, those are the ones off the top of my head I can think about right now. Bristol, probably you could say Charlotte too, but I think a lot of tracks going down to one date was good for them. But I believe there's still some tracks that deserve two dates.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Pocono, I'm fine with one date. New Hampshire, I'm fine with one date. Um, Trying to think of some of these others off the top of my head, like you're saying. Daytona, I want two dates. Talladega, I want two dates. Bristol, I want two dates. Martinsville, I want two dates. And this has nothing to do necessarily with the racing there because it's not been great as of late, but I still think these tracks deserve two dates. Darlington, you could talk me into one there. I don't hate that for Darlington. I think that there's good racing at Darlington, don't get me wrong, but historically, as long as you're giving me the Labor Day weekend race, I don't necessarily care about the spring race as much. I'm okay with it being, just one. North Wilkesboro, we'll see what it turns into, but one date's fine for now. I'm just happy it's back on the schedule and it's going to be a points race. But I guess the argument around the one date race on the schedule is, it draws a bigger crowd to the racetrack if they've only got one date. Who cares? I don't care if there's nobody in the stands to watch those races. I don't care who's there and who's not there. You're telling me you think that these racetracks make the majority of their money by ticket sales? I'm sure that it's a huge part of what they make. I'm not arguing that. I don't know what their business model looks like. But TV rights pays the bills. And just show me good racing. If you show me good racing, people are going to watch your program. People are going to watch the product that you're putting on the racetrack. And guess what else? They're magically going to do as a result of that. They're going to file into the stands. They're going to buy tickets. And I'll tell you something else that would help you is if you had practice and qualifying in a 3-day weekend show with Xfinity, Trucks, and Cup, all in, all practicing, all getting track time, all getting qualifying time, like we used to do back in the day, there would probably be a reason to come there and stay there for the whole weekend and have an opportunity to camp and see what's going on at the racetrack and buy pit passes and whatever else you can end up doing.